Hey guys, what's going on? Dilksy here, and welcome to part 4, in a way, bonus part, PC part, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be specifically for PC YouTubers. Alright, so, again, got my notes here, so if I'm looking there, you know why. So yeah, basically, sorry, got a bit of a cough today. Um, Basically I'm going to be talking about the equipment, and sort of like just like the nitty-picky stuff for PC instead of Xbox. So, like, you know how on Xbox I talked about the HD PVR and stuff like that? Well, on PC I'm going to be talking about the same kind of stuff. So, I'm going to move those things here, because then I will be looking directly forward and make it look better. So, sorry guys. So, the equipment. What you are going to need to record your PC or whatever is obviously a decent PC, right? You can't really play games and record with a £300 laptop, right? It just doesn't work. They're not built for gaming, so don't expect them to work. So, what I'd recommend, and this is only from my point of view, is to look at getting a custom built one, right? This could be on PC Specialist or various others, or if you know a mate that can do it, then have him help you out. But look at doing it yourself, because then you know what's going in, and you can look at researching into different parts that will help you know that, like, when you come to play games on it, you will know that it can run at 60 FPS and record at 30. That is what you want to be able to do. You want to be able to play at 60, record at 30, and if possible, if you've got enough spare cash, go even higher. Being able to record at 60 FPS is very rare on a lot of computers, but it can be done, and it does really show. Because the difference between 30 and 60 is amazing, right? It looks so much smoother, but generally people try and record at 30 FPS because it's viable, it's okay to play in, and it's generally what their PCs can handle. It's hard to be able to record at 60, let's put it that way. It's expensive. So, when you get a PC, my PC is custom and it can record it at 30, and I think it cost about £600, which is, I do believe, about $1,000. I'm not sure though. I think it's around that, yeah. But my specs on this, i5, AMD 6850, 8 gig of RAM, terabyte hard drive. Uh, the 8 gig of RAM has got 1.6 speed. I mean, this is all stuff that's like really relevant. So if you make a custom PC, you need to know this stuff, or have a mate that knows what to do, and just give him the money, and he'll come back to you with a good PC. So once you got your PC, obviously you're going to need to have some sort of software to record it with. Now, I would recommend Fraps, because I bought Fraps when I was like 13, and it's never really failed me. I mean, there's been some audio issues with the latest updates, like the audio going out of sync, which I'm sure you guys have noticed. But besides that, I mean, it's really good. I mean, it records in raw video, so you can send it to your editing software and have amazing quality that I just think can't be matched. I mean, having that raw 1080p file that has just nothing wrong with it and it's perfect, and you can record Skype with it, you can record Mumble, you can record TeamSpeak, and you can record your own voice, you can record in-game sound. It's amazing. I mean, with the latest with one of the later updates now as well, you can have it just one massive file. Like, it used to have to be 4 GB separate, but then they released an update that had just a massive file. So it does take up a lot of hard drive space, I must admit. I mean, the files are massive, but once you compress them down, you should be alright. So I would recommend Fraps. There are other ones out there like Bandicam and Dextry and Hypercam. Um, Camtasia, um, XSplit, which I'm using now because I can't be bothered to use the live cam because I don't know, XSplit works, so I like to use XSplit. But yeah, that's about it in terms of recording software. I mean, there's probably some ones out there, but yeah, Fraps is only £37. I mean, that's cheap. Well, I think it's 37. Last time I checked, it was 37, which is cheap. So go buy, guys. It's not that much, and it's a lifetime license, so you're never gonna run out, and you always get free updates and stuff like that. So props to Fraps. Um, so after you got the software, you're gonna need certain things like keyboard, mouse, right? So I'm gonna show you right now what I've got. I can show it here. Here it is. It is the Razer Abyssus mouse. This cost £20, I think. I think it's around £20, maybe 25. And basically, it's a simple mouse. All it's got is the clicks and the mouse wheel, and it's got settings on the back that you can change DPI, which is basically dots per inch. Which higher DPI, the more sensitive it is in game. So, like right now, it's normal, and then high DPI, you go boom. So, like for FPS, it could be useful, like being able to switch to it. But this is the lower. This is the cheapest Razer mouse going. And the reason I chose that mouse is because well, it's just what I wanted, really. I mean, I did have a mouse and it broke, and I looked towards Razer because I've always wanted Razer products because I know how good they are. I know that like there's a lot of YouTubers who use them, such as Swifty and stuff like that, and they have the high range models. So I thought to myself, okay, the lower range is going to be just as good. I mean, they can't have lower range models that are cheaper and just be terrible, else no one would buy them. So, you know, I would go with Razer. You could go with Logitech or SteelSeries or whatever other ones out there. But my props are to Razer. I like Razer. They are a bit expensive, but but at the end of the day, it's your personal opinion. And also, I've got a Razer Arctos. I don't know if I can show this. I can sort of show it. Got the Razer Arctos keyboard as well, which costs like £30. So that's my setup, really. So yeah, that's keyboard, mouse. Mouse mat, I got the Razer Goliath as well, which is pretty beast. I'll show it here. I could have just done this. This would have been a lot easier. Oh, there it is. Razer. All that stuff is Razer. So yeah, I didn't have this to start off with. I mean, this was just sort of a Christmas present, and I don't know. I was happy. I was happy to get this stuff because it really does help. Let me take some water because my throat is hurting. Alrighty. So you've got the keyboard, you got stuff. You can record and all that. So what are you gonna do? You can record Let's Plays. You can do lots of stuff, and I'd recommend looking on Steam because you can meet friends on Steam. You can talk to your mates. You can set up really easy, like joining each other and playing with each other. Giggity. And yeah, I would just recommend looking on Steam because there's some free-to-play games if you're stuck through ideas. Just go download one and just record it. Also, you can get pretty much every game on Steam besides Battlefield 3, I think, even though I think they made a port over for it. I'm not sure though. But yeah, Steam. Steam is great. Steam has lots of games on it, and I'd really recommend checking it out. So Steam, go on there for PC people. Also, think about this is a really good thing for PC people is live streaming, right? Live streaming is a brand new, well, not brand new. It's been going for a little bit now, but it's still a new sort of topic. And I would recommend trying to get into this now because it's a really easy way to interact with your viewers outside of your videos. And it's really easy for PC people to switch over from doing a video to doing a live stream. And especially if you get the software that can do both, which is what I'm doing now. I've got XSplit. XSplit is awesome. XSplit I won in a TGN competition like a while ago, which is freaking awesome. I can't believe I won it. Thanks to TGN for doing that. And yeah, I would highly recommend going to check out XSplit. There are free trials, and you can record your screen. You can live stream it to Twitch or Own3D, and yeah, I would highly recommend live streaming because it's a great way to interact with your viewers, and you can really cross between getting viewers on your live stream and send them to YouTube, and getting YouTube people to go over to your live stream, and then you get double viewers. And if you get partnered on both, you make more money. So it's a good thing to think about trying to get into live streaming. Don't use Google Hangouts. Whatever you do, please don't. It just makes me cry when people use Google Hangouts on like Minecraft and they have it in that little box, and it's like, why do this to yourself? Just go on to Twitch, it's free, please. But they don't listen. So that's my view on Google Hangouts. And then my final point on PC is try and do 1080p quality. Right? I know it's more rendering, I know it's more editing, I know it's bigger file size and all that, but 1080p is what PC people like. When PC people come over to see Team Fortress 2, they don't want to be on their 1080p monitors. They don't want to have to go, oh, only 720. Damn it, I don't get the full view. It looks the same to everyone else, but to PC people in their brains, they go, I could probably find a 1080p version. So, if possible, with your amazing PC, try and do 1080p. So, how you do 1080p is just change the resolution to 1920 by 1080. And if you get a monitor that can do that resolution, great. I mean, they're not that. I mean, this one cost £100, no, £90, and it's 22 inch, 23 maybe. I don't know what it is, but it's really simple. It's just literally, a normal monitor, nothing really specific about it, but it's great. It works, and highly recommend it. So, it is a ThinkMaster SA3000. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That's the end of my how to be a successful YouTuber. If you do have any questions, as always, go and put them in the comments below, and I'm sure to reply. And let me know if you want me to do any other kind of series or anything. Just let me know, because after this, I'm gonna go back to my COD and Minecraft. So let me know, guys. I need my viewers to tell me, because my brain ain't working anymore, and it's like dying. So yeah. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and I'd just like to say thank you for always being here. So see you guys later.